Welcome everyone to Coffee Underground and the Alchemy Comedy Theater. Please put your hands together and welcome your host to the stage.
Hello, everybody! Welcome to the Alchemy Comedy Theater's New South Comedy Festival. We've been running shows last couple days, most of them online, but we are doing a couple that are right here from the Alchemy Comedy stage. We have a very small cast here on stage tonight and a very even smaller audience who are masked. Hey, small audience who are masked. Hi. Fantastic. Guys, we have a great show for you right now. It's called our King of the Mountain show. Normally it would happen once a week here live in the Alchemy Comedy Theater, but nothing's happening once a week live here at the Alchemy Comedy Theater, so we decided to add it as a part of our New South Comedy Festival. We've been running this festival for 7 years. This will be the 7th year, and this is the first one that we've done online, and hopefully the last one that we'll do online. Are you guys ready for a live improv comedy show? Yeah. All right, guys, please help me welcome the cast of King of the Mountain! Now we've got Susan, we've got Abby, we've got Josh, and we've got Jim! Guys, fantastic. If you guys want to line up right here, our very first improv game tonight is a game called Story. What's going to happen is they're going to tell us a story. It's going to be a completely improvised story inspired by a suggestion that you, our very tiny audience, are going to give to us. Guys, give me what's something that you would like to hear a story about, like an object or animal or...
a box that keeps producing apples.
That was great. If you guys hear that, the suggestion, the name of this story is The Box That Keeps Producing Apples. This is what happens when you have improvisers giving suggestions in your audience. Great, thank you very much. The name of this story is The Box That Keeps Producing Apples. Once upon a time,
deep in the forest, there behind a thicket, was a golden box about the size of this. And it had a bunch of apples that wouldn't stop coming out of it.
And a terrible wizard found the box one day, and he says,
"These would be great if I coated them with poison."
He decided to coat every single apple in hopes that they would be eaten by the little mean
children of the village.
But unfortunately, the box kept producing apples, so he couldn't seem to poison them fast enough.
The children found the good apples, and they noticed that the rotten, poison apples were green.
But they knew to only eat the red apples because they seemed to give them magical
powers that made them produce apples.
Out of their ears. They were tiny little crab apples
that came out of their ears, so much so
plunking onto the ground around the children.
And they kept squishing them and making loud noises, and the
it was so slippery that the wizard, who was trying to...
He fell in the applesauce and cracked
his head open.
There we go! Nicely done! Wow, that just goes to show you guys, right? You get your comeuppance there. All right, guys, this next game is for Susan and Abby. Everybody, you can take a seat and double the size of our audience. Thank you so much. All right, Susan and Abby, this game is called Oscar On. So if you don't know, the Oscars have also gone digital this year. And we're going to show you here a couple clips for some Oscar award-winning movies that never actually got seen by the people out there in the real world. So we're going to do a normal two-person scene. Can I get a relationship for this scene? Like mother-daughter?
Frenemies.
Frenemies?
Yeah.
Great, fantastic. Your suggestion is frenemies. That's the name of this movie, Frenemies. Right? And at any point in time during this scene that's happening, I can ring my bell, and I'll ask one of them to give us the Oscar-winning moments. You know, like the clip they show and they announce the names of the movie, right? That's what we're going to see, and then we'll go back to the scene, and we'll see continue on. The suggestion for this scene was frenemies. Go for it, players.
Rachel, I saw that you were at the top of the sales chart again this month. You go, girl. It's awesome.
Thank you. I know.
I mean, how do you do it? I mean,
month after month. I mean, really, how are you doing it?
Well, if I must say, I'm just oozing confidence and oozing attitude, and just if you ooze stuff, they notice.
So you think that's playing a role when you go out and meet with your customers and you're just making those sales one after another? Do you think it's
Susan, Oscar on.
She has all the confidence, and I'm just an empty shell. How am I supposed to compete with that? I mean, I want to try, but how in the world am I supposed to be her? How can I compete? I doubt myself in everything I do.
Back to the scene.
So what you're saying is that you basically just
Ooze all over people.
Well, anyway, I just think it's awesome that you're at the top of the list every month. Every month. So that's awesome for you. Big bonus probably coming your way.
You know it, girl.
Abby, Oscar on.
This girl is such a whiny you-know-what. She's just like, always, you're at the top, you're at the top, you're at the top. I can't help it. Maybe if you tried a little harder, you'd be at the top. But no, she's just whining about everything I do. Well, that girl needs to get some sense because she is not oozing like I am.
Back to the scene.
So maybe we could go to lunch next week and you could talk to me some of your sales techniques, or maybe you could talk to me about who you're calling on, maybe, and who you're seeing on the field. Are you seeing anyone in the field that's helping you?
You think it would help you?
I mean, we've worked together for 3 years. I mean, bestie, come on. Maybe I could go with you on some sales calls. You can teach me the oozing.
You know what? I see a sparkle in your eye, kid.
Let's see a double Oscar on. You're both been nominated.
I see a sparkle in your eye. I will mentor you in the art of oozing.
Scene! Fantastic! Fantastic! Oh, man. Oh, that movie was rated PG-13 because of all the oozing. Kick the rating up a little bit. Guys, this next game, just Susan, you're back on stage, and Josh is going to join her. It's a game called Forward Reverse. So what's going to happen is they're going to do a normal improv scene, and at any point in time in this scene, I can ask them to go forward in the scene, if it progresses normally, or I can ask them to go backwards in the scene and repeat the line they just said, but now going back in reverse order, back towards the beginning of the scene that we saw. So for this, give me an activity. What's an activity that you do?
Watching a Netflix show.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, all right. She didn't like that suggestion. She's half the audience. Ma'am, do you have a different suggestion?
Fighting in a war.
Oh, which should we pick? Oh, it's such an even balance of options. How about fighting in a war?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll get back to that one after the show, so don't worry about it. So your suggestion for this scene is fighting in a war. Go for it, players.
I'll stab you good.
McElvey, I'm in your battalion.
I don't care, I got the bloodthirst.
Reverse.
I got the bloodthirst.
McElvey, I'm in your battalion.
I'll stab you good.
Forward.
I'm gonna stab the crap out of you.
McElvey, I'm in your battalion.
I need to shed blood.
I didn't think you'd ever turn on me, man.
What you got there, some kind of digging device?
Well,
I don't like the way you're digging.
maybe I'm digging your grave.
Maybe
Reverse.
Maybe I'm digging your grave.
I don't like it. I don't like the way you're digging. I'm going to stab you.
McElvey, I'm in your battalion.
I got the bloodthirst. I'm going to stab you.
Forward.
I'm going to stab you real good.
McElvey, I'm in your battalion.
I don't care.
Think I'm gonna dig something.
You better not.
I'm digging your grave.
You're going to dig your own grave if you don't quit.
Where has the world come to where we've turned on each other?
Reverse.
Where has the world come to where we've turned on each other?
You better quit digging your own grave.
But I'm digging my grave in your grave.
I'm going to stab you. If you don't quit, I got a bloodthirst.
Forward!
I'm dying to die. Kill somebody.
Macklemore, I'm in your battalion.
I don't care. I'm gonna fly. What are you doing? You better quit that.
I'm digging your grave.
You're digging your own grave.
I am digging my own grave. Why did the world come to this and we're turning on each other?
I don't like you.
That's it! Oh, 2020, so intense. Great, fantastic. All right, guys, our next game is called Panel of Experts. It's going to be for 3 of our players, Jim, Abby, and Josh. Jim, if you'll grab an extra chair for me, we'll put these up on stage. While they're doing that, Tyler, make sure our light switches have a little tiny button next to them. It's pulled all the way up. You know what I'm talking about? Like the light switch. There, yeah, perfect, great, fantastic. We haven't been in this building in 6 months. Great. All right, guys, this game is called Panel of Experts. Look, we here at Alchemy Comedy, we miss laughing. But we also miss learning and doing. And so I've assembled quite a panel of experts for you here who are going to just teach us a little bit about the things that they are experts in. So let's meet our experts. Hey, what's your name?
I am Dracula.
Wait, are you the Dracula? Oh my gosh, I am a big fan. Wow, that's so cool. Wow, guys, we went big. We went big for the show. I'm super stoked about it. Well, Dracula, I mean, tell me, how's 2020 been for you?
Well, it's honestly been kind of people aren't going out as much.
Oh, yeah, it's true. If you only, attack at night.
My fangs won't go through my mask.
Oh, that's true also. Yeah, that's true. Well, okay. Everyone's having a hard year, everybody. Thank you, Dracula. We're so glad you're here. Hey, what's your name?
I'm Harry's mom, Helga.
Harry. Is this a Harry that I know?
Harry, the little small boy. He's a little small for his age. He's got the bat. His hair's a wreck. You tell Harry to fix his hair.
Wait, Harry Potter?
Harry Potter? Who's the Harry Potter?
I don't know.
Are you smoking pot?
No!
Harry! Don't listen to this guy. He's smoking pot.
You brought your kid to the show.
I did.
Okay. So,
my little...
just to be clear, our first 2 guests are Dracula and Harry's mom?
Yes, Harry's mom, Helga.
Helga. Can I just call you Helga?
You can.
Okay, great. So, Helga, what do you do, outside of being a mom?
Outside of being a mom, I sell paper mache cranes.
Wait, you mean like Japanese folding paper?
Yeah, the Japanese folding paper mache cranes.
Are they paper mache or are they origami?
Harry, don't listen to this guy. He's not very smart.
Reasonable question. All right, great, never mind. Great. Well, Helga, we're glad to have you here.
Oh, I'm so glad to be here.
Incredibly diverse cast here. And on the end here, what's your name?
My name is Sam Twigglethorpe.
Hey, Sam Twigglethorpe. And Sam, what do you do in the real world?
I harvest and process black fly larvae for protein powder.
Interesting. Is that where protein powder comes from?
Yeah. I supply most of the companies on the southeast.
Yeah. Great. Well, fantastic. This is the kind of expert I was kind of expecting. This is, a red-blooded American here providing essential services. Great. Well, fantastic. Well, Sam, we're so glad you're here. So, audience, if you could, I would love for you guys to ask a question to our panelists, something that you've been wondering this year, and they're going to answer the question for you. Yeah, right here, sir.
I was reading recently about how horseshoe crab blood is really important to the biomedical industry, and we're running low on it because horseshoe crabs are slowly dying because of global warming. How do we replace horseshoe crab blood?
Is that a real thing?
That's a real thing.
That's a real thing. We're learning stuff. Okay, great. So the question is, what do we do about the shortage of horseshoe crabs for the biomedical community? This seems right up your alley, Sam.
Well, actually, black fly larvae are the perfect protein. They have all the amino acids that you need to survive.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not just saying that because you have a financial interest in the black fly market.
No, it is actually scientifically proven.
Cool. Well, great. Fantastic. Well, so that's exciting news. Maybe the horseshoe crabs aren't essential. How about you, Helga? What do you think? What are we going to do with this horseshoe
Harry,
crabs?
cover your ears. Mom's got to do some adult talking. So, you take a crab, and a daddy crab and a mommy crab, and they got to be in love, and you put them together, and they make more crabs.
Oh, crap.
But it's got to be in love sort of thing. You don't want the father leaving.
Right. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yes.
You want to make sure they're committed. Yeah.
Yes, because my husband, Harold.
Oh, okay. Harry's father?
Yes, yes, that's Harry's father.
Okay, great. And I'm sorry to hear that. That must be tough. That's a tough time.
No, he's still there.
Harold's still here?
No. Harry is back there.
No, I see Harry. Yeah. Harold.
Harold's my husband.
No, I got it. Yeah. I'm sorry. That must be hard. Being a single mom is tough.
No, he's still my husband.
Harold?
Yes.
Where is he?
He's not here.
But he's still in your life.
Oh my God! Yes, he's still in my life.
I read too far into the crab analogy. I thought that was something that you were putting out into the world. That's just a problem in the crab community, I guess.
It is.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
You need to go to your synagogue.
Yeah.
Pray.
Okay. Great. I'm not. Okay. Great. Dracula. It's a question about blood. I mean, this seems this is what you've been doing for thousands of years.
Well, horseshoe blood is not exactly Dracula's expertise, but I can raise the dead. So I will just bring zombie horseshoe crab.
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. Oh, I didn't realize that you considered vampires to be zombies.
I mean, blood.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I guess I kind of assumed the monster community was more divided. I'm so glad to see you guys are so unified. Yeah, that's really great. Yeah, fantastic. Sam, you can keep 6 feet apart. Great, fantastic. Ma'am, did you have a question here for our panelists?
My mom's been getting into a lot of fender benders. It's time to kind of take her car away. I was hoping for some advice on how to do that.
Yeah.
Peaceably.
Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, I mean, Dracula, what do you think? Your mom's getting old. You've been around for a long time.
Yeah. What I recommend is turn your mom to vampire. I'll do it. Free of charge.
You sure you're not just saying that because you have a vested interest in the blood market?
Being dead is not so bad. You just tell mommy that and come send it to me.
Man, that's an option, something to consider. If it can work at horseshoe crabs, it can work for our moms. Helga, Harry's mom, what do you think?
Harry has told me about the Ubers. You could get your mom an Uber.
Yeah. Well,
and then, you could share with people. I don't suggest that now because of COVID.
Right.
But I'm just saying, you get her an Uber, and then she doesn't have to drive. Just tell her, Ma, you got to stop driving, so here's an Uber.
Yeah, if I could, just for the fun of it, Helga, if I was to try to get an Uber, do you know how I would do that?
Yes, you call, I think, 1-800 Get an Uber, and they send you a car. And then you get a car, you call the Uber place, someone comes, and
you drive the car yourself?
No, the person lives with you. You get the Uber driver to come live with you.
It's like a dating service. Does your husband know about this?
Harold doesn't need to know everything. Why do you think Harold's not here?
When you say not here...
He's not here in the audience.
Right, okay, great. Yeah, we had a limited capacity. We could get Harold in.
Yeah. Harold, no Harold. He's a big guy. Takes up 2 people, 6 feet of space, Harold.
Okay, great. Thank you, Helga. And finally, Sam, what do you think?
I'm going to have to disagree with Helga. I think your mom just needs more practice. I actually have a good job for her if you want to.
Oh.
I need somebody to drive from Greenville to Easley along that 123 corridor and stop at each of the storage units and pick up some larvae for me. So we can talk later about that if you want.
Well, I think she was wanting her mom to drive less, not more.
It's just black fly larvae. I don't think it's
Okay, great. That's our panel. Give them a round of applause, everybody. I'm so glad you guys could be here. All right, guys, I mentioned at the very top of the show is called King of the Mountain. And what that means is we're going to find out which of these players are going to be the king of the mountain. I've been tallying various random amounts of points and assigning them points, but now I want to see how they meet up against each other in the same kind of game. We've seen different kinds of games and stories so far. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a single suggestion from the audience, and we're going to have them give each pair of players a different suggestion. So if we could get, let's get Abby and Josh on stage. You guys can do a seat first. So Susan and Jim, if you guys will go to our soundproof hallway out there. And what's going to happen is we're going to get a single suggestion from our audience. You guys are going to do a very short improv scene. Then we'll call lights and call scene. Then we'll bring our next two players in, give them the exact same suggestion, almost like a little test experiment, to see which scene we like more. So give me a suggestion, any word at all.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat is your suggestion. Go for it.
Are you ready to go get some candy?
I am ready to go get some candy.
I feel like you're making fun of me.
No.
My mom told me not to hang out with you, and I know why now. You're a big bully.
I'm not a big bully.
I can't.
I'm not a big bully.
Now, see, this is what I'm talking about. I don't want to hang out with you if you're going to be making fun of me the whole time. You think just because you come from a affluent family with a fancy costume, and I got a sheet with holes in it.
You're just jealous because we give out the big candy bars.
Yeah, I am.
And you give out bite size.
Yeah, I am.
Who's eating a bite size?
A lot of people.
Yeah, well, in my neck of the woods, we eating them big old candy bars, them king size.
Did you bring any?
And see! Fantastic, fantastic. All right, so let's, on the count of three, say, come back, guys. 1, 2, 3. Come back, guys! So Jim and Susan are going to come back. There we are. Jim and Susan are going to come back, and we're going to give them the exact same suggestion and say it the exact same way, and we'll see what scene that they come up with. Go for it.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat. Let's see if they come up with a different scene.
I got cupcakes.
Some old lady gave me an orange. An orange. Can you believe that?
The chocolate chip.
That looks really good. Hey, maybe we could half it? Could I have half and you could have half this orange?
This one's kind of squished. I'll trade you the squished one for that orange. Now here, you take the nice one.
Oh, man, that's so nice. You know, that lady down at the end of the street who gives away the oranges, she's pretty nice.
Frosted orange.
What else did you get tonight?
I got these razors.
Who gave you the razors?
That Italian guy with all the hair.
Yeah, I don't want that. No, it's now that you mention it. Here, I'm going to put this down. Now that you mention it, when I was looking through, going down, the lady at the end of the cul-de-sac, you know, the big 3-story house, she gave me this handful of broken glass.
Oh, God.
You are so lucky.
Well, I mean, at first I was kind of like, what do I do with this? But now, I'm going to maybe throw it at some cars. I don't know.
I just got one piece of broken glass.
I'll share. Here. Oh, watch out. Oh, ow. Here, you can have some, man. Here you go.
Thank you.
I'll trade you these hypodermic needles for something.
Fancy! Fantastic, fantastic! All right, guys, stay on stage. If I can get other two players on stage. Our next game is called Dueling Typewriters. We've probably all been spending a lot of time watching Netflix, Disney Plus. Neither one of those things are sponsors, but that's a little bit occupying a lot of our time. Well, we miss doing scenes so much. We're going to try some scenes with some genres. So first, give me a location for Jim and Abby. Where is their scene going to take place? What location?
The Starbucks.
Starbucks. Fantastic. They are a sponsor for the show, so I appreciate you saying that. So you guys are at a Starbucks. But let's make this kind of like a movie genre. What genre are they kind of living in within the Starbucks?
MCU-style superhero movie.
Great. So Marvel Cinematic Universe style superhero movies. Anybody super familiar with them? Josh is like, yeah, he knows Thor: Love and Thunder. Great. So your genre that you're going to be pitching to them as the narrator to this scene is the MCU. right? The Marvel Cinematic Universe. What's a very different genre, like romantic comedy or
lifestyle original movie, like the real sad.
Oh yeah, like the really sad, like holiday movies. Yeah, great, fantastic. I love it. Great. So we have our two genres. We'll be switching back and forth between those two genres while continuing one continuous improv scene that all takes place in a Starbucks. Here we go. Oh, let's start in the Lifetime original movie.
Daniel was stirring his coffee, and he caught the eye of Samantha across the way at the Starbucks, and he thought, she's so beautiful, but she looks so lonely.
Hey,
Hello.
you want some coffee?
I would love a cup of coffee,
Oh, this is mine.
but you were offering.
Well, I mean, they have coffee.
He quickly decides to get in line and order her a coffee.
Hold on a sec.
All right, switch to MCU.
Little did he know that the coffee that he had just given her was the coffee of power that he needed to stop the universe from imploding.
Oh, yeah! I love this coffee. It's so good.
I got the extra shot.
Oh, you're such a lovely human. Feel like I could just run everywhere.
And she does.
Back to their Lifetime original movie.
Samantha decides that now is going to be the time with her added energy that she is going to save all the golden retriever puppies from the demise.
Look at those golden retriever puppies. They need to be saved.
They're just running down the street.
Well, I will briskly walk to save them.
Back to the MCU.
The brisk walk turns into a super speed pace. She runs past the golden retrievers, and then again, and then again.
I can do this all day.
She circles the world about 5 times before she realizes that she's moving in super speed.
Back to Lifetime original movie.
When she finally stops circling the earth, Samantha looks at him and decides maybe he's someone she could settle down with.
Fantastic! Oh, great. We haven't seen Black Widow because it didn't come out, but I believe it's that style of movie because they just cannot get female superheroes right. All right, guys, let's keep Susan and Abby on stage. Ladies! This next game's called ABC because they're going to improvise with their ABCs. We're going to start with a letter from the alphabet. So give me a letter of the alphabet real quick.
J.
Good work, ma'am. So this, you are very familiar with your alphabet?
Yeah.
Great, fantastic. So they're going to start with J, and of course the next letter of the alphabet is?
K.
You got it, great job. So their first line of dialogue will start with the letter J, like just today, something like that. And then the next line of dialogue coming from the other player will have to start with the letter K as they move through the alphabet. Now if they mess up, ma'am, I might come to you to help them get them back on track. Right? They haven't done improv in a while, and which means they haven't been learning or doing anything, and Netflix makes you dumb. So let's get a suggestion for the scene. How about an emotion? What's an emotion?
Wary.
Wary. Ooh, you guys are wary, tired. Go for it.
Just in case you were wondering, I only got 2 hours of sleep last night.
Karen, quit being a Karen. You're killing me.
Lacey, that gets old after a while. Of you just calling me Karen because my name's Karen and then also being mean about being a Karen.
Maybe I'm too tired to. I'm really like struggling right now.
Okay, never mind about being tired. Maybe we should do some exercises. That'll get the blood flowing.
Oh please, have you ever seen me exercise in my life? I didn't get this body exercising.
Poor you. Come on, let's exercise. Come on, let's go. Here we go.
Quick. Rest.
Slow.
Slow. This is terrible. This is terrible. This is what?
Until next time, you're just gonna have to just be tired on your own. I can't help you all the time.
Very well then. I'll be tired on my own. I don't need you, Karen.
Wait a minute. Are you ending our friendship over this? We're just so tired. We're overtired. I'm sorry.
Listen, I mean, Xavier, our trainer, is not here today, and you're not our trainer, and he's good looking, and not that you're ugly, but he makes exercising worth it.
You don't know how I feel on the inside when you don't even listen to my ideas anymore. You just do what you want to do, and I'm trying to lift us up, but we need to get better about our sleep. Maybe, okay, that's the thing. Maybe we should go to bed earlier. Like 8. 7?
0, 0, 0, 0.
Z's. Yeah, I know. We should get some more Z's. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
We're getting 0 Z's here. 0, 0, 0.
All the things I want to say about. I think this is really just something that's bigger in our relationship, and I think it's something that you're refusing to talk about. We're acting like it's about sleep, but it's really.
Blocker. I'm a blocker. I block out things. I'm just blocking.
Can't you see that I'm trying to get close to you, and then you just act like you just can't? You can't get close to me.
Dear Lord, what do you want from me, Karen?
Everything! I want everything!
Flapjacks. Just flapjacks. I can't handle you always being yourself all the time. Can't you just be not yourself?
Great. You're doing it again. You're flapjack blocking me. Great. Awesome. We're best friends. We've known each other since we were 2 years old. When are you going to let me in?
Hopefully soon. Hopefully. But I gotta get.
I'll never be enough.
And see! Nice alphabet skills.
It was a roller coaster.
That was intense. All right, guys, our next 2 person games for Josh and Jim. Gentlemen. All right, this is a game called Blind Line. Thanks, you guys, for coming on stage. We're actually going to ask you to leave. So if you would head to our soundproof hallway, I'm going to have Susan and I are going to write down some scripts of paper, some blind lines, some lines from movies or plays or books or things you heard today, and we're going to have to put that in their scene that they're going to do. So let's start with things that you've watched in streaming recently. What's a movie or show, a quote from that? Like
I'm Jay Gilstrap.
I'm Jay Gilstrap.
Okay.
I got that one.
Another one?
I will never financially recover from this.
I got it.
Is this also Jay Gilstrap?
No.
Okay.
That's Tiger
Yeah.
King.
Okay, great. Yeah, you can expand beyond Tiger. Was it Tiger King? Was it? Yeah. Fantastic. Well, it's one of them. Classic movies.
You feel lucky, punk?
You feeling lucky, punk?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Got it.
Rosebud.
Oh, yeah. How do you spell punk? Okay, great. Rosebud, I got that one. What about from songs?
Climb Every Mountain.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
All right, I got Hit Me Baby one more
Okay,
time.
Climb Every Mountain.
And how about books? All right, guys, stop watching Netflix and read some books.
Oh no, I'm drowning in this chocolate, Willy Wonka.
We should go back to songs and that's easier. Really, go back to songs.
Oh my god, this peach is enormous, said James.
I'm going to take this peaches in.
You're just saying things you suspect are in books, and mostly movies you've seen that you know were books.
These are all Roald Dahl books.
Yeah, I'm drowning in chocolate. All right, give me one more that you heard this week.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Thank you.
I got that one.
And one more you heard this week. Choco latte.
Are you my mother?
Are you my mother? From the book, Are You My Mother? Finally, someone reads in this room, right? You're not my mom. You're a snore. Are you?
The Sneetches on the beaches.
My
Sneetches on the beaches.
mother. All right, I'm good. That's all I needed. Great. All right, guys, we're going to come back in. They're going to do an improv comedy scene, and they're going to have to work these little bits of dialogue into their scene. So on the count of 3, let's say, come back, guys. 1, 2, 3. Come back, guys! Thank you, Susan. There you go. Give a round of applause. All right, fantastic. For this scene, can I get a suggestion of something that you might do for a living, an occupation?
A button sewer.
Great. Your suggestion for this scene is button sewer. Go for it.
No, you're not. No, I'm sorry. Okay, so what you did there is you pricked your finger.
Yeah, I got blood all over the shirt.
Yeah, we're gonna have to throw that out.
Boss, is this coming out of my paycheck again?
Unfortunately, yes, again. This is the 5th time this day. You're losing a lot of blood.
These Band-Aids really make it hard to do my job.
Right?
You feeling lucky, Punk? Because I don't know if I can sew any more of those buttons without stabbing
Now
myself.
listen.
Maybe you should do it.
Listen, Terry, I know that you're a little woozy from losing all that blood on the shirts, but this peach is enormous. You know, we gotta get that bread. It's like that peach. It's enormous. Stay with me,
the
Terry.
reason. It's like hovering over me, and it's making it hard for me to concentrate. Okay. Give me another shirt. Hit me, baby, one more time.
All right. Think you got it this time?
Do you have some needles that aren't quite so sharp?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. You just gotta power through it, Terry.
The snakes are on the beaches.
Yeah.
And the Nephelsinths are coming out of the water.
Terry,
What was on these needles? Did you put something on botulism on these needles or something?
Terry, I might have put a little something extra on the needles, Terry.
Is this how you get rid of the people
That's how you motivate people to work, Terry. You lace the needles.
Rosebud!
Nancy! Oh, that was intense. The Oscar goes to Jim. Nicely done. Nicely done. All right, guys, this next game is for me. What's going to happen is I'm going to host a press conference, but I don't know what that press conference is about. Susan's going to get the suggestions for you, so I'll be right back.
Okay, while Harrison goes in our soundproof hallway, I need a suggestion for a life event, like getting married or something big. A retirement, perfect. And so I also need a suggestion of, like, what is something that could go wrong with a retirement event?
Somebody brought chocolate cake, but he hates chocolate.
He hates chocolate cake, and someone brought him a huge, big chocolate cake. Perfect. And then what celebrity is going to be involved in this?
Bobby Flay.
Bobby Flay. So our retirement party, someone brought a chocolate cake, ruined it, and Bobby Flay is basically to blame. Okay, so we're going to, on the count of 3, let's bring Harrison back out here. On the 1, 2, 3, come back, Harrison!
Okay. Oh, God. Okay. All right, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Sorry, as the speaker for the mayor, I've got some important information to you guys to give information. You guys probably know the news. Yes, ma'am, here.
So were you allergic? Is that the problem?
Yes. So I was we were in the mayor's office, and I and the mayor, we both came down with a very serious allergic reaction to peanuts. We were making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. As you know, that's not relevant to the news story. I just want to let you guys know that the mayor is allergic to peanuts, not tree nuts, just ground nuts. Any more questions here from the press? Thank you, Greenville News. Anybody else have any other questions here about the events today? I'd love to discuss them. Yes,
How long have you been working for the city?
Me personally, I've been working as the assistant for the mayor for, I guess, it would have been 10, 20 years by now. And so this is one of the craziest weeks of our city's life, as I'm sure you're aware. This has just been kind of a crazy week for all of us, you know? I mean, we make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches all the time, but just never with peanuts. We usually just make jelly sandwiches. Again, not relevant to the news. Just want to keep you guys updated. Any other questions you guys might have? Yes, ma'am.
How did you guys score such a culinary icon on late notice like that?
Oh, great question. Yeah. So you're of course talking about the chef with very foul language.
Yeah.
Yes. Look, it's important when we were making these lunches for not only me and the mayor, we were making for the entire city council. We wanted to bring in some real expertise. Like for example, maybe the chef from Nailed It. That guy, not that guy. We thought about getting that guy, but we ended up not going with that guy.
Maybe a guy a little. He's kind of somewhat local.
Did
that help?
Oh, that does not help. Yeah. So Sobieski, was that the guy's name? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I just wanted to thank you for your many years of service.
Well,
we're gonna miss you.
You're gonna miss me. I did not get the word that I was being fired. No, I'm not being fired. That I'm gonna die. No, that I'm moving to a better world because the city is moving away from me. I'm staying here where the city's gonna move.
Are they offering a good package?
To promote me, moving to a new job. I am now the governor of South Carolina, and I resign immediately. That's not the news we're talking about today. Yes.
What do you plan to do next? Just relax?
Oh, that's a great question because of the settlement that I received. I'm a very rich person. Is this correct? I think we're all aware that I'm not a rich person. When I mean rich in my heart. I have a really close family. Yes, question here.
Do you think you might get an RV, or how are you going to keep busy now?
This is a very important, seemingly unrelated question that has been asked by the other people. If we could focus on the event that has happened, the one, of course, that was a threat to many people's lives, but yet turned out pretty good for me, it sounds like. Yes, sir, in the back.
Now that you're on a fixed income, are you going to be able to afford the imported nibs?
Oh, what was that last word?
Nibs.
Nibs? I don't know what that means, but I am retiring. Yes. Thank you. I'm retiring. Yes, as the mayor's assistant. Is that yes? I'm retiring as the mayor's assistant, which is a big deal. I've worked here for 10 to 20 years approximately, somewhere in that range. And I just want you guys to know that I'm excited to retire. One, because I'm excited to now move on as the governor of South Carolina, and because of my lottery winnings and my new RV hobby that I plan on focusing on. But what you probably want to know is why I'm here. People don't come and do press conferences just because they're retiring. Something's gone horribly wrong. If there's some questions about, yes.
Is this a long-term allergy or a dislike?
Oh, back to the allergy. Yes. Look, I am allergic to retirement. And by that I mean I want to be the governor. Unrelated to the news of me being governor, because I'm going to resign immediately. Don't even put that in the newspaper. By the time you print it, I won't even be the governor anymore, right? But my allergy is really to money, and to free time, and to my pet Cocker Spaniel. Yes, question.
Do you just prefer vanilla?
Yeah, I think vanilla beans are better than chocolate cocoa, right? Yeah, because I'm allergic to chocolate, ice cream. I'm allergic to dessert, sweets, sugar. I'm allergic to snaps. Yes, to the question. A very specific question, please.
It just feels a little bit like crappy of somebody to bring something like this to your retirement party.
Because it seems pretty clear. Don't we all know that I'm allergic? Isn't this a known thing to both peanut butter and to strawberries? And to cake. And to chocolate cake.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah, I didn't want to say it because I have a lot of enemies out there, but I guess you're going to report now that I'm allergic to chocolate cake. They brought it to my retirement party. I think it's because they don't want me to be the governor. Yes, ma'am.
I was going to ask, were you disappointed that the chef did not do a lot of things on the barbecue that he's known for?
That's a great question. And I know the names of lots of chefs. I'm very familiar with chefs, both nationally known and local. And so we had quite a selection of who we were going to choose. We chose this specific person because their name was very easy to pronounce, hopefully. Yes.
It was a really interesting party activity that you guys were bobbing for fillets.
Yes.
Usually you would bob for like apples.
That's
but
right.
You were bobbing for fillets.
That's right. Well, it felt appropriate because his name is Bob. His name is Chef Bob. Chef Bob Boyeski.
Why were all the English police officers there?
Why were all the English police officers? Look, I want you to know that even though I'm retiring, I do plan to live in the area, and if you plan on bringing chocolate cake to places, I will not be there because of my personal vendetta against Chef Bobby. Close enough! Hold the lights, Tyler!
Bobby Flay.
Who is Bobby Flay?
I don't know. I thought they
This
said
is a local chef?
I know.
He's a barbecuer. He's
But he's from the South.
Iron Chef.
Yeah.
It's a deep cut, guys. It's a deep cut.
He wasn't a chef until they gave him the show, and then he had to learn how to cook.
Phenomenal. Great, fantastic. You know what's nice is we'll just cut this one out. We'll just delete this from the internet once the show's over. We'll act like it never happened. Guys, as fun as that was for you, we have one more game with everyone before we get it down to our final kings and or queens. So can I get all 4 players on stage for a game called Waiter? Clap it up for them. So speaking of Chef Bobby, that we're all so familiar with, we're now going to take you into a restaurant, which may be a place you have not been in a very long time. And, ma'am, do you mind being our customer in this restaurant? You can stay right there. Just please 6 feet apart. Just take a seat. We're going to serve you from a distance. And there's a problem with the soup that you just ordered. There's something in your soup. And if I could, can I get a suggestion? What's something that's going to be in her soup? She's going to call her waiter over. It's an item that might have fallen accidentally in her soup, like a fly or...
an iPhone.
An iPhone. Great. Fantastic. So what's going to happen is if we step up here, ma'am, you'll just tell us that there's an iPhone in your soup, and we're going to respond with a little improvised stand-up comedy.
Waiter, there's an iPhone in my soup.
Yes, I'll be right back in a flash.
Waiter, there's an iPhone in my soup.
I can't hear you. What? I can't hear you.
Waiter, there's an iPhone in my soup.
Yeah, that's cider soup.
Waiter, there's an iPhone in my soup.
Hang on, I'll gig it out.
Waiter, there's an iPhone in my soup.
That's going to go against the terms of agreement.
Oh, fantastic. What's something else that might be in this lovely lady's soup?
Roller skates.
Roller skates. Fantastic. There are roller skates in your soup. When someone steps up, let them know.
Waiter, there's roller skates in my soup.
Oh, the chef is kind of tired.
Waiter, there's roller skates in my soup.
I'll just roll those on out of there.
Waiter, there's roller skates in my soup.
Oh no, that's just a roll.
Waiter, there's roller skates in my soup.
Yeah, we'll tell them to put the brakes on that. Fantastic. Great. Let's get one more item of something that might be...
philosophy textbook.
A philosophy textbook. From the same guy that I'm assuming suggested Bobby Flay earlier. There's a philosophy textbook in your soup.
Waiter, there's a philosophy textbook in my soup.
Oh, it is, therefore it is.
Waiter, there's a philosophy textbook in my soup.
Oh, let me get that off your Plato.
Waiter, there's a philosophy textbook in my soup.
Let me check it out.
Oh.
Waiter, there's a philosophy textbook in my soup.
Oh, that's heavy. Oh.
Waiter, there's a philosophy textbook in my soup.
Oh, I'll give the chef bad marks.
Waiter, there's a philosophy textbook in my soup.
Oh, and there's some hemlock too.
That's it! Give it up for all of our players! All right, guys, this becomes the moment of time. You know, we used to host the show every week, so if you won, it didn't really matter. But this might be the only king in the mountain of rest of 2020, so the stakes are high. You will get to be the king for possibly the rest of the year. Can I get a drum roll as I tally my very complicated formula here? And moving on to the final two is Jim and Susan! Fantastic. guys, you have made it to the finals. And in this game, we're going to play the game that we normally play in the finals. It's a game called King's Court. A game of one-upmanship, of who should be the king. Normally, in kingdoms, you become king because your dad died, and now you're the king. But we are a democracy, or at least in America, we're a republic. We're like a constitutional republic with some democratic principles. And in this one, we're going to let the audience choose by their laughs, which I will tally as kind of the electoral college system, right? And whoever gets the most laughs as they one-up each other will become the king or queen of the mountain this evening. So can I get a suggestion of what's something that you'd like to brag about?
My kid.
Ah, my kids. This is a game of one-upmanship of who has the better children. Ma'am, we will start with you.
I shall tell you a tale of my daughter. She has beautiful raven hair and beautiful piercing blue eyes, and she is smart as a whip.
Will you shut up, man? My beautiful daughter just started her first year at Clemson. Oh. She got lots of scholarships. And that's my stock.
My daughter is starting her 3rd year at medical school at Harvard. She's going to be a neurosurgeon and a rocket scientist in her spare time.
Well, I have 2 daughters.
Ooh.
The second one is a nuclear physicist.
Okay.
But she doesn't work because she is she has a dog clinic, free dog clinic, and I gave her the money to start it.
My second daughter
Ooh.
works in 3rd world countries with the dogs there, where they barely have enough dog food to go around, and no one had to give her money. She got it from investors. Millions of dollars for her 3rd world country dog clinic.
Well,
Saving the dogs.
my daughter at Clemson is going to go into genetics, where she's going to figure out how to make bacteria create dog food so that 3rd world countries won't exist anymore.
My daughter has frozen her eggs all ready to make superhumans who will not only be rocket scientists, but they will do surgeries on dogs' brains in 3rd world countries. There's going to be a whole squad of people to do that. She's going to make them.
Well, she's not going to be able to do any of that without my daughter's cloning techniques. Those eggs are just going to stay in the freezer.
She's
for all
already discovered a way to fusion them instead of
And the king of the mountain for the New South Comedy Festival is the Susan!
I'm not worthy.
None of us are, Jim. Guys, we have time for one last game since this is the internet. Susan, what would be fun final game if you could play it?
I really like dancing.
Ooh, how about we play some socially distanced dance party? Yeah. Players on stage. Tyler, kick it with some music. Pump those tunes. Freeze. Let's see a scene between Josh and Abby.
What have you done? What is this?
I have dug a hole.
Wow!
Freeze! Josh and Jim.
Is it a diamond?
No.
Is it
No,
a
just
puppy?
Just keep looking that way.
Is it a spider?
All right. Surprise! It's a lion.
Freeze! Ladies scene.
So you pull the bow back No, not up like that. You got to pull it back this way.
Oh, okay.
Like
okay.
this. Yeah. If that way, you're going to shoot it straight in the sky.
All right, and then hold it like this.
Yes, it's important to point your toe. Yeah.
Toe point.
Yeah. If you're ever going to be a good Cupid, you got to get this lined up.
All right, let's see a scene with everybody. Abby, you got the first line.
And everybody here, pledge your allegiance to Willy Wonka.
Yeah, I do.
We love that chocolate.
I oompa loompa doopity doo.
I see! Give it up for our players! Take a bow, guys. Come on to the back. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for our distanced audience here. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for the New South Comedy Festival. We have done this every year, and now we're doing it online. This is one of many shows that we have here at the festival. There's a show directly after this and more shows after that, so check them out. If you want to buy a ticket, there are links on our website to do so. Guys, thank you for enjoying us. Have a great night, and make good choices!